What's going on, my dudes? Hope everybody's doing good out there today. Little update here for you guys. Is gonna be a pretty simple video, you know, no fancy intro and B-roll and all that crap. Just a little update. So, let's take a look around, alright? Where to start? Oh yeah, check this out. I got this cool little kickstand here from Portland Design Works. It's one of the direct mount kickstands, the 18 millimeter on center bolt pattern there, even though we just have, you know, a slot in here. But yeah, I've never used a direct mount kickstand on one of these frames before. I'm curious to see if it's gonna hold up or not. You know, will this plate crack off or will it hold? I don't know. We'll find out. This is what I'm sure a lot of you guys want to get a gander at, right? Get a look at them ports and everything, see what's going on inside this puppy. So, let's take a gander, shall we? Of course, case read, so no intake on the cylinder. Here, let's get some better light in there. It's got a decent little exhaust port in there. I'm probably gonna end up widening that out, though. It's pretty tiny, all things considered. Get some better light. You can see we got our 6 transfer port layout here. Not the biggest transfers you've ever seen, but we'll get in there. I almost don't even want to touch this. Just look how nice that bore is. Beautiful cross-hatch pattern on there, Nicosil lined, made in Australia, of course. But let me show you guys this too. Thought this was bizarro when I found it. See that hole up in the roof of the exhaust port there? That runs all the way up to here. And then here is the stock head gasket here, and you can see that has a corresponding hole in it. But I guess when Ryan built this, he had to source the head separately. So the head that I have here doesn't even have, you know, the boss on it to run the compression release that this is supposed to be. So yeah, just thought that was interesting, something worth pointing out there. Let me tell you guys a nice mistake I made here with this. So I talked to Ethan, you know, of course, had him make this up. But I screwed up, and what I did was I measured this with the bolts in the holes, and it seems that they had just enough room to shift to either side to completely throw the measurements off that I gave him. So the M8 studs that it was originally set with do not work anymore. So what I had to do was get in there, reduce the threads down to a M6, and run M6 studs for this. That is the only way that I could get this head on there with 4 studs through it and also still centered perfectly over the piston. So it's a little jank, admittedly, but it should hold up just fine. And these are what I used. These guys right here. Just a little M8 to M6 thread adapter. Just cut them down a little bit, get them to bottom out in there, covered them in red Loctite, and we're in business. So yeah, it should hold up just fine. I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, here, check this out too. See that? That's our nice Melosi reinforced rod in there. Look at that, Melosi, the MHR, Melosi Hyper Racing. And that's a 45 millimeter stroke on that bad boy. So that should be pretty sweet. Yeah, take a look in here. What do you guys think? Should I split this case and try to smooth some of this stuff out? Let me zoom in a little bit. Focus, you fuck. There we go, there's a good view. So what do you guys think? Should I get in there and try and smooth all that out, or should I just say send it? I'm leaning towards send it. You know, see what it could do, and then if things are a little weird or whatever, we could always open it up and go to work on it. Here's our intake situation. Looking pretty good. That's a beefy intake there. That's got plenty of room to flow there. We're chugging along good here. Really, you just gotta get this all put back together and yeah. Here's the reed cage that Ryan had in it. Some fiberglass reeds on there. Seals like a charm. You know, there's not even an iota of air that could pull back through there. But what I'm thinking of doing, though, is I talked to Ryan Dara, you know, from RDM. I talked to him, and he said that on these first-gen cases, I could still get away with changing the bolt pattern to run Minarelli horizontal reed. So what I'm probably going to do there is I'm either going to go with the Stage 6, their Vuitton, you know, coated reed cage there, and possibly a different intake, but we'll see how that turns out. Maybe I'll be able to change the bolt pattern on my existing one to match. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm either going to run that or the Doppler reed cage, probably with the 5mm spacer too. But yeah, well, I'm going to run it without the spacer first just to see how that goes. What else do we got going on here? Got the good old TM24 with the adjustable main. My velocity stack mesh filter thingamabobber showed up. That's all good. So that's ready to go. Nice, 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 nice. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to reuse this intake. I just gotta, you know, change the bolt pattern. Maybe. I don't see how it's going to work, but until I have that reed in front of me, I can't say for sure. And then we'll go from there, decide whether I'm gonna paint this or if I need to get another one. Yeah, here's our CDI. This is what we're gonna try out to begin with here. This is one of the newer renditions of the Jag adjustable CDI here. And these two switches, I'm gonna have to look the directions up. I can't remember if these are the low end and this is the high end of the timing curve. But yeah, you could adjust your timing curve with this, which is sick. And of course, me being me, I can't accept this stock cable. Ugh. So I'm gonna throw my usual, the NGK CR2 cable on there. It's got a resistor cap, 5 kilo ohm resistor cap, and I'm probably gonna run the BR8HS. Seems like a good temperature range. We got our pedals in today, running some Welgo Bear Trap style, the anodized purple goodness. But my God, these things are rough. Rough. Like, I hope once I take them apart and work on those bearings a little bit, it loosens up, because this is atrocious. Like, it's so tight and it's not smooth at all. So that's gonna need some work. Yeah, I mean, what else is there really for me to talk about right now? I don't have much going on at the moment. Oh yeah, I got the aluminum. I'm going with 1/4-inch aluminum instead of 1/2 inch this time. That's gonna be to make up the mounting plate for the long buddy seat. And of course, once I have the seat in front of me and everything, then I'll be able to decide what kind of shock I'm going to use, what length shock I'm going to use. And of course, we still have to get up in here and cut out the restrictor that they put in these puppies. Other than that, it's really just, you know, little odds and ends and my nitpickiness that's holding this build up. Got our little Wildcat, regular run-of-the-mill China doll. And that's what we're going to be doing for the stock bike build. And then I'm probably going to put that motor on my GT LTS5 here. This is, shoot, like a 98. So this bike's like, coming up on 23 years old. So yeah, we'll see if we can get that on there. I got the shims for the mounts and everything, but this, you know, this bike is not built for high-powered motors. These dropouts, the rear swing arm suspension assembly is not the strongest looking thing. It's all chromoly steel though, so it should be all right. yeah, all right, guys. I am beat, I'm dirty, I'm sweaty, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna cut this one here. I'm going inside, I'm gonna shower, get me some food. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. As always, I appreciate you. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, enjoy riding, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.